good morning and welcome to Epcot's Flower and Garden Festival. So excited to be back. As you can tell, we got the patchwork quilt behind us as well as lovely spaceship birds. We're gonna head around, try some of the food, show you guys the topiaries, and give you guys our experience here at the 2021 Epcot Flower and Garden Festival. So at Flavorful Kitchen, which is presented by Advent Health, which as you can tell is right by the Imagination Pavilion. It's actually right across from the patchwork quilt. We have one of our festival favorites, which is the cookie butter worms and dirt. It's like a drink. It is $4.50 and it's really cute. It comes in like a little orange glass and there's like worms and Oreo cookie crumbles, and perfect for kids. It's like a chocolate milkshake kind of. It's like if you had cookie butter before, it's like chocolate and cookie butter combined in like a milkshake form. Super delicious, perfect for kids. Highly recommend it. It's one of our go-to favorites for the Flower and Garden Festival. So we made it over to the American Pavilion where there is a Magnolia Terrace. We have two items. First we have the Pecan Praline or Praline, however you just want to call it. It looks like this. It's nice and packaged, which is pretty good because it's so sweet. Not a lot of people can finish it in one sitting. This was $4.25. And the other item we have is, this is the Pecan Cake. This is $4.75, and it has a maple whipped cream on it, which looks so yummy. Super excited to try both of these items. So we're gonna try our first bite of the Pecan Cake. We actually got this last year and really enjoyed it. I don't think I filmed it though because the parks ended up closing right around the same time. So we're gonna make sure we get some of this like caramel sauce, some of the whipped cream, very dense. It's almost like it tastes very much like a melted praline. Like if you took this and melted it over a pecan cake. It's nice and sugary and sweet and slight tinge of cinnamon to it. I love the way the maple whipped cream complements the dish without overpowering it. It's just super good. Definitely recommend this from Magnolia Terrace. You can pick this up in the American Pavilion and it is $4.75. So we're gonna try the Pecan Praline from Magnolia Terrace. Ooh, nice and crumbly. A bit more crumbly than I'm used to. Very similar to the praline that we got at Universal, actually. I'm used to more of a, like I don't know how to describe it, sort of a not as greeny version of a praline, but this is still very good, and for $4.25, excellent value. So both those items are super good, but I actually recommend the pecan cake over the praline, personally because I've never had, other than at this festival, a pecan cake that tasted like that. That was so good. Whereas you can kind of get pralines anywhere or pralines anywhere. Universal had one that was very similar as well. So I don't think it's anything out of the ordinary that is overall exclusive to the Flower and Garden Festival here at Epcot. But we are headed towards Japan and we are going to get my favorite festival food ever. So for the Hanami booth in Japan, we have two different things. So the first one's actually new this year. It is a shrimp and crab with spicy mayo and cucumber slices finished with creamy avocado and violet sauce. This is $6.50 and I'm super excited to try it. Now I love seafood and I love sushi, so I feel like this might be a good example of it, but I have never had it before, so I'm super excited to try something new here at the festival. And this is actually the first new item I'm trying this year, so that's awesome. So as you can tell, it's literally on top of like a cucumber round, and then the green stuff on top is the creamy avocado, and then this like pink, purple stuff is the violet. It's definitely spicy. Woo! But it tastes a lot like sushi, which I really like. And I love that this is a new item. It's super good, and I would totally get this again. And for $6.50, I feel like this is a pretty good value. This is the violet sauce. As you can tell, it's pink and purple, and I couldn't really taste it when I had the dish, so I'm gonna try it on its own. Oh, that's nice. It's ever so slightly, I wouldn't even say sweet, almost fruity. Really yummy, actually. And now for my all-time favorite festival dish. Sushi! So this is strawberry, pineapple, and melon in coconut rice wrapped in a spring roll wrapper, and then it's served with whipped cream, raspberry sauce, and toasted coconut flake. I don't want to share it. So that shrimp and crab dish from Japan was so good. New festival favorite for me. It almost tasted like a sushi without all the rice, which I really enjoyed. Now we are headed to, I think we're headed to France. So at the Flower and Garden Festival in 2019, they had one of my favorite items. And then in 2020, they didn't actually bring it back, and I was so bummed about it. But for 2021, they brought it back. Now this is the Macaron Lollipop. It's much fancier in French, but I don't know how to pronounce it. It's basically a chocolate macaron on a stick. If you get that reference, you are awesome. And we're gonna try a bite. I think it's filled with either a chocolate mousse or a chocolate fudge or chocolate ganache. And then they have these little pearls on them, which are nice and crispy, and they're chocolate. So this is super good. You can pick it up at the French Pavilion. And this is $5.95, and it is delicious and perfect for kids who just like want like a chocolate cookie. Basically, it's just a fancy chocolate cookie on a stick. Now the other item I have, I'm also not going to be able to pronounce in French, but it is a goat cheese tart with caramelized onions on a puff pastry. It's kind of like, I think I described this a couple of years ago as like a little like onion and cheese pizza. Super good. Love this dish. It's one of my favorites. So super excited that it's back and I get to try it again. So as you can tell, it's nice and crusty and flaky. Super good. But if you don't like caramelized onions or onions at all, you will not like this. I really like it because it's a great complement to all the sweet items that are out during the Flower and Garden Festival. Now the last item we have is also new for this year. This is a caramelized beignet filled with vanilla cream and glazed with a chocolate fleur de sel, which is a salted caramel. Now this thing is massive. This is probably like, it looks like a donut. Like it legitimately looks like one of the Everglazed donuts that we got. It's huge. This was $5.25, and I guess we're gonna try a bite. I don't really know the best way to try this. You can see that vanilla cream right in there. This thing is huge. I didn't mean to take this big of a bite. This is a really nice dish. Highly recommend it, and it is super delicious. So we had a great first trip to Epcot's Flower and Garden Festival. I will leave all the menus linked down below from Disney Food Blog. I hope you guys enjoyed our time trying out some of the food and looking at the pretty flowers. I'll definitely bring you guys along with us for some more food and more experiences here at the Flower and Garden Festival since it runs through July 5th. But leave any questions or comments you have down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and follow along with me on my social media. And this is Bridget's Buzz.